Hello. Hi, I'm Jeffrey. This is my partner Tucker, and we're doing a walkthrough video of our Mercedes Sprinter camper van that we're selling. Thought we'd talk about the van itself first, and we'll show all the stuff that's inside. It's just a gorgeous night here outside of Aspen, Colorado, and this is a Mercedes Sprinter 2500 4x4. It's a 170-inch wheelbase, so kind of the longer of the two options, and the van's got about just under 9,000 miles on it. There's a few things we've added to on both the passenger and driver's sides. There's a step up, and these 4x4s have a real high lift on them. So it runs on the passenger side. You'll see it runs right all the way back under the sliding door and all. There's venting windows in both the driver's side and the sliding door have these. This whole big cut, this whole space that you see will slide over on the inside. And the other thing worth mentioning on the exterior is the 250 amp hour. Sorry, there's a 250 watt solar panel on the roof, as well as two roof fans. So that 250 watt panel is charging the 250 amp hour battery that's in here. There's one giant AGM 250 amp hours of reserve. That's what powers all this 12 volt. So there's 12 volt lights, 12 volt fridge, 12 volt. Those ceiling fans are 12 volt. As well as the water pump. I can show you real quick. Over the wheel well back here, there's a 30-gallon water tank built in, and there's a 12 volt water pump that's for both the sink up front as well as the shower sprayer that's here. Probably won't take the whole thing apart, but like there's a 6-foot hose on that sprayer, so you can pull it all the way out here and spray off mud off of Tucker or the bikes or whatever, and as well as kind of take a shot. You can shower yourself as well. It's room temperature. There's not hot water in here, so it's season dependent. Obviously, we use these vans a lot. We live out of them. We don't live in them, right? So we're really living in the outdoors here is what's happening. And you live in a nice place like this, it ain't so bad. But it ain't always such great weather, And when there is really hot and sunny days, this awning is fantastic for shading, giving yourself a nice shaded area, and the door being open, the sun doesn't heat the whole van up. But it also on rainy days, it becomes just as useful on rainy days because you can open it just like a quarter to halfway open, and allows you to have the doors open. And we don't always have a gorgeous day like this happening. Sometimes with weather, you might get stuck inside if otherwise, so this awning's so fun to have, because that was a nice surprise after having one, was that how often it came into play when the weather would have had the doors shut up otherwise. So it's nice to be able to sit here with the seats turned around and looking out at whatever's the nice view might be. I'm gonna jump in here and sit next to Tucker. Under the Tucker's seat there, it's worth note, there's a Webasto Airtop heater. So that Webasto heater, we can have that running on the cold days in here. So if the door does have to be shut, if it's cold or just rainy and want to keep it warm and dry inside, that heater can run 24 hours a days on end. And it's super efficient, makes it really nice to be able to sleep overnight at a ski area, maybe, is one of the things we've done with it. And we'll have the van itself is fully insulated in the walls, floors, and ceiling. So on the hot, when the heater's on, it's fully insulated, but also for the summer it keeps the heat out from becoming an oven in here. And we'll just turn the roof fans on and get the air flowing, and it's even in the warmest days, like it's nice inside of here. So you get the comfort. It's comfortable either way. And then the other modern comforts, cooking with gas. Nice big cooktop, nice big sink, nice big fridge. So even with the big 130 cubic inch fridge, as well as a nice deep sink. These things are things I find important. After 10 plus years of traveling in these, me and Tucker have done 350,000 miles in Sprinter camper vans. So we've come up with a lot of our own opinions about what we do and don't like about spending time in them, because it's based not on what we've read, it's based on actual miles. Like, we've done lots of long trips. We lived in full-time 6 months at one time, another time for 3. And then we've done lots of long trips that were weeks on end, being away and coming back. We have a place here in Aspen that we come back to. It's nice to have a place to come back, but all the comforts are here for being on extended trips, right? And we put a lot of thought into how the van's laid out, different layout designs, and then what materials to use. It's really important. This van is built to be durable. We're not delicate with these things when we're off on adventures. You know, for one thing, the outside world's right there, right, coming in all the time, bringing it in and out of here, as well as things just getting knocked around and bumped. And you know, this cabinetry was all made with that in mind, that we're not delicate on them. So everything in here, from the materials to how it's laid out. So the materials themselves, this is all cabinet grade maple. Everything's trimmed with aluminum. It's no rough edges or anything. The corners have all been knocked off of everything and so forth. So it might look, you know, and then there's a mixture of materials. There's also steel. Like we have some steel trimming the countertop here, as well as this black iron pipe. You know, so we did a mix of things. I didn't want things, I like doing things, so I wanted this to kind of not look like every other van you see out there, right? So I've kind of pick and choose like how we build it, what we build it with. So we got a nice steel backsplash here, stone countertop. This is built to last. Our first couple of vans, the first van in particular, we built with, I was so excited to get it and spend a bunch of money and time like building it with like cabinetry that was made for kitchens, right? And gosh, after a year, it was so disappointing to see how things had gotten. A couple of doors were broken. The hinges couldn't be replaced because they were specialty hinges, you know, and things like that were happening. With the laminates were broken. Well, then the cabinetry, you can't just like fix some of that stuff. It was really disappointing, right? This stuff there's no composites or MDF in any of this. Is all made from everything is solid wood, or you know, whatever. The cabinetry is all solid wood, and like what I'm pointing out is that the doors are not like, you know, they're wood. We made the laminates ourselves. And then there's kind of how we laid it out. You know, I've done it before where we have like the cabinets where they'll have doors on them, right? Hinged doors, and everything's like closed off. And then what you find is, I just found that, you know, actually I'm like always clamoring, like slamming doors, looking for everything I'm looking for, right? And so functionally you can see what's here, right? And the other thing leaving them open does is it just lets the van feel open and spacious. You know, it's really easy to close this small space off, and I'm not always able to sit here in front with the doors open, right? So when we are in here with the doors shut, and you know, it's in an entire afternoon where we get weather that does that, we want it to feel open and spacious, and I think we've done that in here. We've got, you know, obviously we closed off we've got everything's lit. All the cabinets are lit from within. We've got the lights on dimmers. So I've got both the overhead light and also the LED lights that are in the cabinets are each on their own dimmers, so you can just have one on or the other. You know, and it's just kind of the bed's a queen size. I think I might have mentioned it. The bed's fixed in there with queen size. Lots of cabinets throughout, and then I just love this Nice full closet. A full closet makes it feel real civilized to be while you're everything's organized on a hanger. And then we have, you know, this guy for the shoes and lots of storage, you know. And this van's available. And I'm so glad that you would take the time to watch this, right? There's probably lots more to go on and on about, but rather leave that for later. And we're gonna go and catch the last of this light, and take a walk. So yeah, I'd look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. And happy to talk about the van and all we did with it. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Have fun.